Hello everyone, my name is Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about properties of Cobb-Douglas production function with the application of partial derivative. Cobb-Douglas production function given by Paul Douglas and Charles Cobb, based on empirical study of American manufacturing industry, shows technological relationship between amount of labor and capital. This is a linear homogeneous production function, that means follow constant and return to scale. We can represent production function by two ways, either this or this, but meaning of both are same. But how? Alpha, beta. If alpha plus beta is equal to 1, that means we are receiving constant return to scale. And Cobb-Douglas production function follow constant return to scale. That means in case of Cobb-Douglas production function, alpha plus beta is equal to 1. If alpha will come in this side, then beta become equal to 1 minus alpha. That's why either we write beta or 1 minus alpha, meaning of both are same. So we can say that meaning of these two production function are same. Q output L labor, K capital, alpha output elasticity of labor, and beta output elasticity of capital. Now we will see properties of Cobb-Douglas production function. Here A is all factor productivity, or you can say that total factor productivity, which mainly depend on technology. As we know, Cobb-Douglas production function follow constant return to scale. But how we can know we are receiving constant return to scale? If alpha plus beta is equal to 1, that means we are receiving constant return to scale. So here alpha is 0.4. Beta is 0.6. When you add, it will become equal to 1. So you can say that alpha plus beta is equal to 1. Initially, all factor productivity 2, labor 100, capital 150. When you solve, it will become equal to 25.51. This is our total output. Now suppose we double our labor from 100 to 200. We double our capital 150 to 300. All factor productivity alpha and beta will remain same. When we solve, it will become equal to 51.02. Here you can see when you double your input, your output will also double. In case of constant return to scale, when we double our input, our output also become double. That means here we are receiving constant return to scale. So we can say that when alpha plus beta is equal to 1, then we receive constant return to scale. Next property, according to Cobb-Douglas production function, marginal product of labor equal to alpha into Q over L, and marginal product of capital equal to beta into Q over K. So first of all, we will see how marginal product of labor is equal to this one. This is our production function. We will do partial derivative with respect to labor. When we are doing partial derivative with respect to labor, then a k to the power beta will come out. This power will come below and minus 1 from power. We can write L to the power alpha minus 1 like this. We can write L to the power alpha minus 1 like this. So in place of L to the power alpha minus 1, we will write L to the power alpha over L. This alpha will come here and this will become our production function, this one. So in place of this production function, we can write a Q. So we placed Q here. It will become equal to alpha into Q over L. So we can say the marginal product of labor is equal to alpha into Q over L. Now we will see how marginal product of capital is equal to this one. Now we will do partial derivative with respect to capital. If we are doing partial derivative with respect to capital, then a L to the power alpha will come out and this power will come below and minus 1 from power. And we can write k to the power beta minus 1 like k to the power beta over k. So in place of k to the power beta minus 1, we will write k to the power beta over k. This beta will come here and this will become our production function Q. So in place of this, we can write Q. So marginal product of capital also become equal to beta into Q over L. So we can say that according to Cobb-Douglas production function, marginal product of labor is equal to this one and marginal product of capital is equal to this one. Next property, under Cobb-Douglas production function, Euler theorem become equal to Q. This is equation of Euler theorem. This part represent marginal product of labor. This part represent marginal product of capital. As we know, marginal product of labor equal to alpha q over L. Marginal product of capital equal to beta q over L. So L cancel out, K cancel out. It will become equal to alpha q plus beta q. Q take common, alpha plus beta is equal to 1 in case of Cobb-Douglas production function. So in place of alpha plus beta we will put 1, it will become equal to q. So you can say that under Cobb-Douglas production function Euler theorem become equal to q. What is mean of this? That means if each factor pay equal to their marginal product, then there is no surplus or deficit left for businesses. Next property, elasticity of substitution in case of Cobb-Douglas production function is equal to 1. That means we can substitute input like labor and capital with each other at constant rate. This is formula to calculate elasticity of substitution, which is equal to 1 in case of Cobb-Douglas production function. In order to calculate FL, we differentiate this production function with respect to labor. When we differentiate with respect to labor, then k to the power beta and a will remain constant. Alpha will come below and we minus 1 from alpha. In order to find out Fk, we differentiate this function with respect to capital. When we differentiate with respect to capital, that means a L to the power alpha will remain constant. This beta will come below and minus 1 from beta. In order to find out FLK, we differentiate FL with respect to K. When we differentiate FL with respect to K, then A L to the power alpha minus 1 will remain constant. This beta will come below and minus 1 from beta. So now we will put all this value in place of FL, we will put this one. In place of Fk, we will put this one. In place of FLK, we will put this one. As we know, Q equal to this one. So in place of Q, we will put this one. Everything will cancel out and it will become equal to 1. So we can say that in case of Cobb-Douglas production function, elasticity of substitution is equal to 1. So this is all about today's video. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye. Take care.